Eric Brown, MOBO-Media, MOBO-Media. HOAs are a ripoff. HOAs are a ripoff. We've been dealing with HOAs probably 15 years now, 13, 15 years. And I can tell you, I'm disgusted by some HOAs and the actions of HOAs. And I hear news all the time, not just about HOA in my area or my HOA, but I hear news about HOAs all around the country and the type of things they do. And they kind of cross the line in terms of criminal activity. You know, HOAs sometimes get too much in your business, which is, that's not good. That's not cool at all. Not only that, you're paying these folks to get in your business. You know, you got these expensive HOA fees. These folks think they can just come out and tell you, you know, whatever they think. You know, don't get me wrong. HOAs, I think the concept is good because everybody wants to maintain the value of their home, and no one wants to, you know, their property value to go down because your neighbor can't keep up with their lawn or can't keep up with their, you know, just maintain their home unsightly. You know, I do get that. I get that. But I think that some HOAs do cross the line. It is big business. HOAs is big business. Big business. And you got to understand, when you pay HOA fees, you're not just paying HOA for the fees around, cut the yard or the maintenance fees around your neighborhood or anything like that. You're also paying top salaries for these top executives of these HOA companies. Oh yeah, big salaries, six-figure salaries. And let me tell you, it's a huge industry. And the more communities are being built around, you know, even here in Texas, a lot of communities are being built and they'll slap a name on it. Next thing you know, they'll come up with HOA. Again, I get it. The Homeowners Association, their job is try to, you know, make sure things are maintained within the neighborhood, make sure your property value stays where it should be or doesn't tank. But some of these folks cross the line. They cross the line. I've had folks tell me that they've had HOA folks go into their backyard. If an HOA individual goes into my backyard, and I want this to go on record, I don't know who you are in my backyard. You're a burglar. And I'll end that sentence with that. So you have no damn business in my backyard as an HOA representative. Like I said, I understand HOAs. I get it that, you know, you got to have some sort of order within the community to make sure the property values, you know, sustain and maintain all the good stuff. But some of these folks act like the neighborhood belongs to them. Some of these folks cross the line and want to tell you stuff like the lights you want to have on your back patio. What the hell are they doing on my back patio anyway? They better not ever come and tell me something like that. But yeah, I heard the horror stories all the time. And I heard the stories of people who also, that when they don't pay the HOAs, they're quick to penalize you for it. Even in my community here, they're so damn greedy, it's ridiculous. Because as soon as HOA is due, that's the first thing they start putting up signs all around the neighborhood, HOA fees due, HOA fees due. You know, hell, we got internet now. Why not just send out an email blast? What's up with all these signs and all this other stuff? It reeks of dirty money is what it reeks of. It reeks of somebody out there just, you know, they're raking in all these profits, but they're not giving anything else good in return. I know for our community, you know, I also caught the folks that our HOAs contract with cutting corners. You know, the landscapers and things like that in the neighborhoods, the HOAs typically will contract with the company to cut the grass. I've seen these landscapers cut corners. I've seen them do the minimum amount of work. I don't know if it's because the HOA people don't understand deliverables. Deliverables meaning if I have a contract for something, you got to deliver what it is in that contract we agree to. But they don't deliver here. They cut corners. They cut corners. And I'm not saying all HOAs cut corners, but watch them. And if the grass ain't cut in the main areas, you call their ass to task. If the trees are not cut in the main areas, you call their ass to task. If their roads is messed up, you call their asses to task. You know, everything they're supposed to do for you, you call their ass to task. If you got a clubhouse, if you got a swimming pool, you got a gymnasium at the clubhouse, if you're lucky enough to have all that stuff, call their ass to task. If anything is broken, you let them know, replace it. And if they don't replace it the first time, you let them know a second time, replace it. And a third and a fourth time if need be. Because when you have something that they want, you better believe they'll leave a damn notice on your door. You'll get something in the mail saying, oh, that jar in your yard, the landscape jar, it doesn't fit our community standards, this sort of crap. But it's all in the interest of somebody having a overzealous ego, an over big ego. And so HOAs, I think, are horrible. I think the concept is good, but people have taken HOAs and turned them into something else. Hell, I saw on the news the other day where a lady actually went to jail behind HOA fine, behind HOA violation, which is crazy. She went to jail behind the HOA violation. And if I can find that story, I'll definitely put it in the comment section of this video. But it's a true story, man. She went to jail because of HOA violation. But again, I'm not here to knock the concept of HOA. I think it's a good concept, but they've taken it too far, man. They've taken it much too far, especially for the amount of money that you pay for these HOAs. I know in my community where I live at, our HOA is damn near $1,000 a year, I think. It's about $1,000 a year or something like that. And it's that's a lot of money to just give someone to cut your damn community grass. That's a lot of money to give someone to make sure they maintain the swimming pool at the damn clubhouse. That's a lot of money to give someone to come and tell you what you should and should not have in your yard, on your property. I get it. I get the property values. I get everybody trying to protect the property values. But some of these folks have gone too damn far. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't rein them in, they will control you. They're already controlling you by taking your money, but they'll control you by taking your lifestyle and your livelihood away from you. You earn the right to live in a house. You earn the right to, have some sort of peace in your, in your private domain without someone coming and telling you what's wrong inside your private domain. That's straight BS. If y'all think I'm, talking out the side of my ass, and hey, chime in, please. But HOAs they've gotten way out of hand. But I do understand the concept. I understand the concept. With this is Eric Brown, MOBO-Media. Make sure you hold your HOAs accountable. Make sure you attend these meetings. Make sure you get engaged with the corporate offices, because even though you may have a local HOA, oftentimes the corporate office is in another state. I know our HOA here in Texas, the corporate office, I believe, is in Arizona, some craziness. And that infuriates me even more that someone in Arizona is going to tell me, a born Texan, how to live in my Texas house. But with that, I'll let y'all go. HOAs, good, bad, or indifference. Hold those folks to task. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.